True Sufism. Look at how beautiful this world is. The creator of the universe has left nothing lacking in it. What comforts and luxuries have the creator of this world not provided in it? These beautiful scenes, the jungle life, aquatic life, water, the sun, the air, the seas, the land, the sky, all these blessings are created for you, O human. O Lord, how can we enumerate all the blessings you have bestowed upon us? O Lord, thank you for your abundant blessings. Ponder upon this. How peaceful and beautiful the world would be if there were no religious conflicts, fanaticism, narrow-mindedness, and extremism in beliefs. Instead of believing in baseless and unfounded statements, investigate. Respect each other's religious beliefs, and religious leaders and institutions should teach lessons of peace and humanity rather than promoting hatred. In my opinion, 90% of the people in the world become victims of religious fanaticism and narrow-mindedness based on ignorance, lack of knowledge, and misguided sectarianism. Such plunderers displease God and please Satan. O believers, if you receive any news, verify it first, lest you harm a people in ignorance and become regretful afterward. Quran, Surah Al-Hujurat, 49:6. Welcome to our YouTube channel, True Sufism, special group of Sufi-minded companions of the Prophet known as the Ashab-e-Sufa. They received Sufi teachings in an organized manner, residing in Dar al-Sufa, and benefited from the official spiritual teachings and training given by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. A lot has been written on the subject of Sufism, but in my opinion, the 11th century great Sufi scholar Hazrat Data Ali Hajvari Lahori's book, Kashif al-Mahjub, is a magnificent treasure. Associated with Delhi, India, the great scholar of the 18th century, Hazrat Shah Waliullah Dehlawi, wrote books on Sufi thoughts, history, and traditions. Fatwas were issued, favor him from Darul Uloom Deoband, stating that Hazrat Shah Waliullah is our ancestor in terms of knowledge, and the scholars of Deoband are his heirs. Darul Uloom Deoband is a significant institution for Muslims that follows the Deobandi school of thought. Waliullah, in his writings, clearly stated that Islam is divided into two separate aspects. One is an apparent religious code, and the other is an inner code for Muslims. The first is related to peace, security, prayers, and social and religious regulations, while the second is related to spirituality. Spirituality leads to the purification of the heart, where people follow religion not as a ritual, but out of love for Allah. Embark on a journey of self-discovery, wisdom, and inner peace. Among Muslims, after the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Hazrat Ali is considered the symbol of piety. Besides, the companion of the Prophet, Hazrat Abu Dhar al-Ghifari, is regarded as an important saint and Sufi. After them, in the age of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sufi Saint Owais Qarni, born in Yemen, was famous. Although they never met, it is well known that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, requested the renowned companions to seek blessings and prayers from this Sufi saint in Yemen. Afterward, great Sufis in various countries have rendered significant services to Muslims. The leaders of the saints, Hazrat Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Bahauddin Zakaria, Junaid Baghdadi, Hazrat Rabia Basri, Moinuddin Chishti, Maulana Jalal Uddin Rumi, Attar, Malik ibn Dinar, Ibn Arabi, Hazrat Data Ali Hajvari Lahori, Khwaja Ajmeri, Sultan Bahu, Baba Farid Shakarganj, Buali Kalandar, and others are shining stars. A school of thought among Muslims believes that the inclination of Sufism towards seclusion and detachment from the world, the rejection of worldly pursuits, and indifference towards the world, was a reaction to the conflicts of the Battle of Jamal and Siffin, where the companions of the Prophet were fighting against each other. Some wise individuals chose to distance themselves from these internal conflicts, engage in the remembrance of Allah, and continue their worship. This was in line with the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who advised some of his companions to adopt seclusion during times of turmoil. However, there is another side to the picture. Many people adopt Sufism as a means to earn a living and accumulate wealth. Some have even used it as a tool for gaining power and engaging in politics. When a Sufi conquers greed and controls his ego, it is not about showing off, forming groups and parties, seeking alms for politics, or touring religious centers. It goes against ethical principles and opposes Sufism. These same individuals have portrayed the saints as disreputable and labeled Sufism as non-Islamic for others. This is an irreparable part of religion. True Sufis and followers of Sufism are very few. Their identification is difficult because they mostly do not promote their own identity. Instead, they keep themselves hidden. A true Sufi does not extend his hand to rulers. A Sufi loses himself in the love of God, gives without taking, does not have the desire to win against others, but accepts defeat gracefully, serves humanity beyond religious and sectarian boundaries, does not cause harm to anyone, believes in uniting rather than dividing, respects unity but does not break it. We says, La ilaha illallah, meaning worship is worthy only of one God, that is, Allah. While a Sufi says there is no existence besides Allah, a Sufi does not know anyone other than Allah. Channel video clips. You might have heard stories about a certain saint who flew, predicted future events, and understood others' thoughts. They were present at multiple places simultaneously. The question arises, do these stories hold any truth? And can they be corroborated by the words of prophets? This is through your own soul that the voice of God will speak to you. There is one way of hitting the mark, but innumerable ways of missing it.
An important clarification. On the subject of Sufism, we do not claim our research to be the final word. There is always room for improvement and different perspectives exist. Further research opportunities are available everywhere. We will continue our journey to enhance our research. Sufism encourages one to come closer to Allah, not out of fear but out of love and devotion. Share, subscribe. Lastly, a crucial request is that all religions and paths agree on the point that collaboration in good deeds with each other is essential. Cooperate in righteousness and piety, but do not cooperate in sin and aggression. Quran. By subscribing, you can help us reach a wider audience, and we derive great encouragement and joy from your subscription. This is not a difficult task for you, so please subscribe and join our prayer.